we needed to address that for the Duchess of Sausages. That we are talking about manipulators, we're talking about narcissists, and we're talking about levels to this game. Maybe at some point Meghan Markle was an amateur, then she became a professional, but lately, well, it has been harder and harder to keep that professional narcissist manipulator status, professional toxic personality, because virtually everybody is calling her out, even TMZ. TMZ, the ultimate gossip portal. Harry's gray suit, the disaster tourists are getting raped by TMZ. And what is this? Why do I don't have captions? I'm going to generate the captions just in case, because it's incredible that if TMZ is against you, then what is left? What is left for your game? I think that I'm pretty sure that Harry wants to go back to the UK. And I have so many of my lovely body language buddies are from the UK. Wonderful country. Sadly, it's being run by Keir Starmer right now. So many troubles with so many bad actors, bad politicians. And I hope that they don't get Harry back. Maybe Harry should stay in California. But at the same time, I have many friends in California, and I don't know. They don't deserve that. Let's watch this. TMZ going against the Duchess of Sausages.
Got some images that turned into a big controversy this weekend. The images were of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle with the mayor of Pasadena walking through some of the rubble.
You remember that at first was TMZ who had released the pictures, as in, Meghan is visiting. There's, whatever happened in Pasadena. What do they have to do with Pasadena? I don't know. I don't understand that. I don't understand. Crazy Cool D. Hello, Jesus Enrique Rosas. I am a member now. Thank you for this show. My pleasure, Crazy Cool D. And welcome. Welcome. Maybe we will have a members only after show. I still don't know. I have a bit of a complicated evening. But we continue with this rip. Oh, play.
The ruins, what was Altadena, just getting a tour of this. And then after that, they were seen at Jose Andres. The chef was here with his World Kitchen.
They were at the Pasadena Convention Center, where there's it's basically for people who don't have a place to go.
Who've been displaced, and so he's providing food, and they were there volunteering with him. Seemed like they were doing some good, right?
Seemed they were doing some good. Remember that the reports is that they were there a total of 17 minutes.
Joining the relief effort. Justine Bateman, remember from Family Ties? Well, she does not see it that way at all, and has just...
She really went in on them.
Yes, here's what she had to say. Meghan Markle and Harry are no better than ambulance chasers. What a repulsive photo op they achieved.
Yeah, this is something that you see not only people from Hollywood, people from gossip sites, people, photographers. It used to be only, that is a bunch of YouTubers. There's a bunch of crazy YouTubers that are, stirring hate. I have never attacked Meghan personally or Harry personally. I'm just, making fun of their antics, and that's it. But even so, now you see the mainstream people going after them and calling them out, and we will have another right after this.
They are touring the damage. Are they politicians now? They don't live here. They are tourists, disaster tourists.
So I got to say about this, I found it crazy that there are people, most people cannot get into these areas, especially Altadena.
That thing that I was saying yesterday, that people cannot get into their own homes. In the areas where their homes were burned, they cannot access their own streets, their own neighborhoods. They cannot. Imagine that you have the news that your entire street or your neighborhood was eaten by the flames, and you want to know, you want to access your loss, what you lost, what was left of your house, and you cannot access that, and you find out that the two grifters had access to, well, only the neighborhood, and they were taking pictures next to your house. Like, hey, look at this. This one was destroyed. It was almost destroyed. Yeah, it's something which is quite unsettling. How do they have that privilege? How can they access those areas that way?
And they don't even know if their homes are still there because they're not letting people in. For Meghan and Harry to show up from Montecito, where they don't have a home there, and they're the ones that get in and they get a tour, for what reason are they getting a tour? So, I mean, I don't know what the ambulance chaser thing means or what.
I know what the ambulance chaser means, is that you're chasing the disgrace of people for profit. Well, you're chasing an ambulance. If you don't understand that, even I understand that. I remember that was a reference on a movie. The first time I saw that in a movie was I'm going for a meeting with a client who says this attorney, a very cheap attorney, and he was in the car speaking of his cell phone, and he was actually driving right behind an ambulance. So it was the ambulance chaser
or whatnot. But why are they getting a tour of this? For what purpose? What are they going to do?
Agreed. It does seem like ill use of resources to bring them in there.
Let the homeowners in to see what's going on.
Yeah.
It's not sitting well with people in the community, too, because, look, if you have a celebrity escorted in, beyond the yellow tape, it's kind of like, well, what is their reason? And
we know that Meghan's reason is to appear like she's doing something, like she is like at Uvalde. Oh, I'm with the community. I'm here. I'm supporting. I'm doing my part. But the problem is that you have absolutely nothing to do here. Like, personally, right? You could support this neighborhood. You could support these people in a number of ways. Maybe you could update your Instagram account. I don't know if you did. That would be more than enough. You updated your Archwell website, whatever. That's the way that you can help. Because trying to go for pictures in the disaster area, that's what's... there's something wrong with your head, Meghan. I have to say, I've said that so many times. There's something wrong with her, in which she has realized that she has to remain current at any costs. And the one who is paying the ultimate cost is, of course, Netflix, because, well, she doesn't really care about reputation. I've explained this in more than one video on my channel, The Royal Rogue, that Meghan is not actually after the money. She likes the money, of course. Money buys many things for the Duchess of Sussex, but for her, it's much more important the attention, grabbing the attention. That is paramount for her. That's why I remember a video that I had that was making this commentary in that she would have never married a billionaire, an anonymous billionaire. Maybe a billionaire who works on a construction industry, and nobody really knows who he is. She wouldn't have liked that. She wanted somebody who would give her immediate clout worldwide. And yes, marrying into the royal family was part of that big plan. It's not much about the money, because Harry doesn't have that much money. And we have to talk about that, right? How money is always at this verge of running out, but they are still, they still have the rent a royals options. We have spoken of that at large. And that's the reason. That's why she does this, for attention. For attention. Well, I have a I have a video about Kelly Osbourne about that.
It's, we want to raise awareness. There is no more awareness that needs to be raised. We know the destruction that happened there. We know that there's 20,000 GoFundMes of people that have lost their home. There is no business for them to look at the destruction.
Yeah, but the business is being seen at the destruction. Barstool Sports, we're seeing accounts that usually don't have anything to do with Meghan and Harry, have not mentioned them ever. Their topics have nothing to do with royals or even celebrity gossip. And you have this, Barstool Sports. Big thanks are in order to Netflix for leaving the comments on under the trailer for Meghan Markle's insufferable new lifestyle show. This sounds more like the Babylon Bee. So even Barstool Sports, that has nothing to do even with celebrity gossip, they are jumping in. They're jumping into the action. That's how, that's the level that we have. We also have this, Resting Dollface. Big shout out to Resting Dollface. Make sure to follow her YouTube channel. It's not about me. That's why the camera is on my face and I hold 3 heavy branded bags by myself, so it looks like I am a strong, independent woman who did this all by myself. Meghan made sure to be seen accidentally, helping, and I helping with my huge LA cab. There's a video about this, but I'm not going to show you. We already have seen so many of Meghan's body language by this point that it was not that much interesting. We already analyzed her body language the other day, and we knew that she was already bored. You remember that chin jut that she was when she was around people? Oh no, I'm around the peasants. I don't want to be around the peasants. And Kelly Osbourne, this is the video that I wanted to show you. This is important. Slams disturbing celebrity trend of Hollywood stars. Which Hollywood stars? Which Hollywood stars? I don't know which Hollywood stars are using the wildfires for photo ops and publicity. Is it just me being my usual cynical self, or is it really disturbing to see all of these celebrities using other people's pain and suffering as a photo op? I don't know, but I think that I don't know which celebrities she was talking about. I haven't seen many celebrities actually, being slammed on social media because they were doing this kind of stuff, taking advantage of victims and the fires. And maybe she was actively denouncing Meghan and Harry without mentioning Meghan and Harry, but they are not actually. Well, she has to say Hollywood celebrities. She has to say Hollywood celebrities. Maybe she wanted to make it like a blanket statement.
Okay, I have a question. Is it just me being my normal overthinking, cynical self? Or is it really disturbing to see all of these celebrities using other people's pain and suffering as a photo op to say, look, I'm helping, I'm doing this, I'm doing that? I don't believe you help so that you can get attention for helping. I believe you just help because you want to. I'm so confused. I think it's so wrong. No one asked you to come out and give hugs.
Yeah, that was on point. That was on point. We know that who she's talking about. She mentioned the hugs. You know that Meghan was hugging everybody that day. She was making sure that everybody realized that she's a hugger. And those 17 minutes.
No one asked you to come out.
No one asked you to come out of Montecito, perhaps.
And give hugs.
And give hugs. Oh, no. Well, some of you are mentioning Kelly Osbourne's appearance. I think that she was like this way before Ozempic was a thing. She had already slimmed down a lot many years ago. I think this is my. I think I remember her like this, like a long time ago. But again, we have the issue that Meghan, you remember Meghan with her Los Angeles cap, that they are using this for self-promotion. And the self-promotion was not approved by Netflix. And that's why the people at Netflix are pissed. And that's why they had to push. We're respecting. Today, I would be slamming the first episode. I don't know, maybe they are going to release. What do you think? Do you think that they are going to release that show, all the episodes at once? Or they're going to release one every week? What do you think? I don't know what they're going to do with this, with that show, that cooking show, with Love Meghan. But today I would be analyzing her first show. And no, we will have to wait until March. You will have to wait until March 4th to not watch the Meghan show, but to watch my analysis and my commentary of her show. I'm going to watch it so you don't have to. I'm sure that Netflix is going to get angry at me for this, but what the hell, I don't care. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take one for the team still. I remember that, and we had that gathering in which we watched the entire Harry and Meghan documentary from start to finish. That was painful. It was 3 episodes first. I remember that when we were through halfway through the episode 5, I didn't want to leave anymore. It was so long, and episode 6, I have no recollection of anything. I think I passed out. I don't remember. I just erased that from my brain just to have more space for more useful things. Like I don't know. What can be so many things that can be more useful than that. Oh my God. Yeah, sacrifice of brain cells fight like hell. It's something. It's a sacrifice that I'm willing to do. It's a sacrifice I'm willing to do. But again, this is the news of the Montecito duo. They're trying to make some kind of damage control of what they did. There's having this backlash at Netflix, and I don't think they're going for a renewal of that 5-year. It has been very long 5 years indeed of that contract. But I would like to know what you think about this in the comments. Let's see the live chat.